Longtime CEO of GE, Jack Welch, once said, if you don't have a competitive advantage, don't compete. So what's your competitive advantage? Let's talk about tips on how to figure that out coming up. So competitive advantage, what is it? Well, really what it is your advantage versus your competitors. What it comes down to is your unique value proposition. And so how do you figure that out? There's a lot of different things that you do that might be different than your competitors that you can highlight. And so really what we've done here is we've broken down 7 commonly used competitive advantages, and maybe one of those is a good fit for you, or maybe this gets the ball rolling in your mind so you can really come up with the perfect value proposition to really push that messaging out for your brand and build your business. So tip number 1 would be value proposition. You have the lowest price. This is commonly used, and it's something that could be your advantage if you truly do have the lowest price. When you look at your competitors in comparison to yourself for the same types of products and services, is your price the same? Is it higher or is it lower? Well, if it's lower, that can be a great value proposition for your business. Tip 2 for a competitive advantage would be to highlight if you have superiority, luxury, or exclusivity with your brand. So a good example here is Lexus, for example. This is a higher quality brand. It's more of an exclusive type of audience that they're targeting there. So they're not going to target a low price audience or people looking for cars on a low budget. They're really targeting the higher class individuals. And so this is a unique value proposition for them. It's their competitive advantage for somebody that fits their audience. They're looking for that. So that's a good opportunity for you to highlight those things. So think about your business. When you look at your competitors, are you a higher class in terms of the products or service that you offer? Is it more luxury? Is it an exclusive group that you're targeting? If so, then this would be an area that you'd want to target. Highlight if you have a superior level of quality and utility with your product or service. So in other words, what we mean here is, does it last longer, right? Is it a more sure bet? If you have a product that's proven to be successful or a service that's proven to be successful over a long period of time, it has a high level of quality, it's got a high level of reliability, then this would be a competitive advantage you'd want to highlight. This is a value proposition that you have. Maybe you have a really strong guarantee. That goes with this as well. Any type of guarantee or money back policy that you can leverage could also be used as a competitive advantage in this area. Take on the competition. Maybe you beat the competitors in lots of different areas. This would be a good use case for a comparison chart, or compare our product or compare our service if you beat them in a lot of areas. There's some good examples out in the world of competitors really attacking each other. You have Bud Light versus Coors and stuff like that, right? They're always in this battle. I don't necessarily recommend calling out your competitors by name. It doesn't really do you any good to create a war, but you can generalize it, right? You can say us versus the competitors, and here's the areas that we are of a higher level of product or higher level of service, or we have more features, and all the different things that you can highlight to really showcase your competitive advantage and your value proposition out there in the world. Informational marketing. It's really being a thought leader. So maybe you can really have that as your wheelhouse, that you're the thought leader. You fill the informational gaps. You spread a lot of knowledge and information and education about the products or services that you sell, and this builds confidence, right? More and more content that you can create that answers the questions that the potential audience you're targeting has in their mind. If you can answer those questions by creating content through written, visual, and video content, this is going to be a competitive advantage to you. So when people are looking at different competitors, if they see you as really the thought leader, they're going to trust you. And if they trust you, they're going to go with you, and this could be your advantage. Be unique. There's a lot of different opportunities here, and the key is that you highlight how you're unique as your competitive advantage or your value proposition. So think about that. What makes you different? The key really is to be different, to leverage this as your advantage. What makes you different compared to the competitors? Do you have a different process? Do you have different technology? Does your product or service have different features? Highlight those things. What makes you unique and different? In other words, they can only go with you to receive that level of benefit, right? Because you're the only one that offers it, because it's unique to you. So if you can highlight that as your competitive advantage, it's going to be huge in the marketplace. So thanks for watching. Remember, longtime CEO of GE, Jack Welch, once said, if you don't have a competitive advantage, don't compete. It's critical to your business. So think of some ideas that make you competitive in the field that you're competing against and give you an advantage. That's truly your value proposition. I gave you 7 good ideas to get you started. There's so many more. Maybe it's your speed of service, maybe it's your technology, maybe it's your process. Really think about what makes you different and then highlight that. It's the foundation of your marketing campaigns. This is what you're going to want to really highlight on your website, on all your social media channels, on all your email campaigns, all your ad campaigns, and beyond. So this is a foundational piece of your business. Think about what it is and leverage it. So if you like the video, like it, please leave a comment for the other ideas that I missed today with regards to building a competitive advantage and a value proposition. Share the video if you like it, and follow us for more content like this down the road. Happy marketing.